Muffin and I welcome you back to part 7. We're already up to 7, eh? This series is just flying by. Anyway, as is tradition here, we're starting off with a gym battle at the start of the episode. We went back to the department store to go TM shopping for a new move. I took a minute to review the type chart, again, you think to memorize it by now, and find something that stood into both psychic and steel. That led me to fire, ghost, and dark. Ground would have worked, but again, levitate. We ended up giving Blissey Fire Blast, the strongest of the moves we could get of those types. We overwrote Drain Punch, that didn't do nearly as much damage as I had hoped it would. Then, with our new fancy move, we went back to the gym for another attempt. Fire Blast did a lot more damage than I had even hoped, thanks to Blissey's surprisingly high special attack. That made very quick work of the Bronzor, and even though Fire Blast can only be used 5 times, that's no problem since the other Pokemon don't have that dreaded Levitate ability. So now Graveler can use Earthquake for an easy win. With that, we got our 6th gym badge. After we got our new badge, we went to the library for some light reading, when out of nowhere, an earthquake hit. After that last gym, I can't help but feel mildly responsible. As we leave, we get told the lake's exploded, and if anyone can get to the bottom of what's going on, it's Muffin. So they send us off to Lake Valor to figure out what's going on. We arrive at the lake only to find a suspicious lack of lake. There were a lot of very cute Magikarp flopping around, but that's about it. One of the businessmen astrophysicists then explains to me that the earthquake was caused by them blowing up the entire lake. Another one tells me that they brought all the legendary Pokemon to Veilstone City. That sounds amazing, and we definitely want to go check that out to defeat them all and prove Muffin's dominance. Then Muffin took out their commander, and we left the Knot Lake. There are still 2 more lakes, so our next stop is Lake Verity. That's the one right where we started the game back in the beginning. At least this one still has water, so that's an improvement. This one goes much the same as the last one. We show up, Muffin beats up some bad guys, and they leave. That just leaves Lake Acuity left. That one's much further away up north, so we need to spend a bit more time working our way over to it. So, we fly to Eterna City and head out. Although this one went on for quite a while, there's not much to show since it was simply a long road full of trainers. I'm just really happy they had these little stops to heal up along the way. Eventually, we get to Lake Acuity, only to be told that we aren't allowed through until we finish the next gym. So I guess we should get on that, eh? Luckily, this lake is immediately adjacent to Snow Point City, so it takes only a few moments to get there. Although there isn't much going on in the city, we do create new slang and tell people that shining is a thing we should be saying. To prep for the ice gym, we stop by the department store again. We pick up some flamethrower TMs since it's kinda like Fire Blast but more accurate and can be used more times. So, with our shiny new move, we head back to the gym and prepare to take them on. The gym puzzle was actually really fun. It was the first one to make you actually think about it and not just beat all the trainers then go. The fighting gym had a little bit, but it was also rather linear, so doesn't count. Sadly, while it was fun, it was really short, and before we knew it, we were finished sliding around and onto the gym leader. The gym leader was quite the fight, and I'm still, at time of editing, not sure how to feel about the way it went. I get that luck is part of the game, but So she sends out Snover. First bit of good luck, since it's double weak to fire, being both ice and grass type. That went down as quickly as you'd expect. The Sneasel took 2 hits, but was also no problem at all. Then there was the Medicham. Medicham is fighting Psychic and has absolutely nothing to do with ice at all. but importantly is fighting type, which, as we're all familiar with, is a very bad matchup for us. Muffin Jr. went down pretty quick, so I brought in Muffin JBFR, completely forgetting at the time that she's weak to fighting as well. So, like always, it was all down to Muffin. Muffin avoided the first attack just by being shining. Then, Muffin got crit, but held on because Muffin's amazing and nobody can stop Muffin. After that, the hail stopped and didn't finish off Muffin, even though he was only at 1 health, because not even nature itself can stop a Muffin. That gave us time to use a revive on Graveler and use Flamethrower again. We brought the Abomasnow down to half, but unfortunately, it has Data Drain, which Graveler is double weak to and for sure would finish us off. But Muffin Jr. is still an honorary Muffin, and simply didn't get hit, since nothing can stop a Muffin. Our team really is shining. We Flamethrower again and get our 7th gym badge. Now that we got our badge, we can go back to the lake and stop those bad guys before they blow up this one too. We get there just in time to ask them politely to leave. And they do. That was easy. After that no trespassing sign from earlier, I'm tempted to not listen to these people. So, since the person said not to go to their main building in Veilstone City, we indeed went straight there. We picked up some keys that let us in, and explored around a little before meeting their big boss. He was really nice and gave us a Master Ball, then told us exactly where to go to free the Pokemon. Again, that was really nice of them. So we followed his shiningly helpful directions and were presented with a big button. As much as I really wanted to press it, it was getting late, so we called it here for the night and saved it for next time. See what happens with the button, or just to visit Muffin. Join us on Fridays, 7 p.m. Eastern, live on Twitch. Also, remember to like and subscribe here on YouTube too.